The man never expected this. The goddess promised him a special advantage during his reincarnation, telling him he would reach the peak of life. But just after being reborn into another world as a prince, he was immediately discarded like trash by the king. In this world where magic reigns supreme, Jack was tested and found to have almost no magical power. Moreover, he displayed no elemental affinity. This meant he could only use the most basic barrier magic. If this news got out, the entire nation would laugh at the royal family. So, after discussing it, the king and queen agreed to publicly announce that the prince was stillborn. Without giving Jack a chance to even cry, the king ordered the guards to abandon him in the wild mountains. The goddess who witnessed this panic. She couldn't figure out where things went wrong. The truth was, this world's measuring device could only display up to 2 digits, but the careless goddess had given Jack a power level in the 4-digit range. This resulted in the crystal ball only showing the last digit, a 2. By now, Jack had been dunked in the wilderness by the soldiers. His peak start had instantly turned into a nightmare difficulty. Fortunately, Jack remembered the mage saying he could use barrier magic. So, Jack visualized it in his mind, and a cube suddenly materialized out of thin air. It seemed magic was still simple for the chosen one. Through imagination, he could shape and control the cube freely. Suddenly, Jack had a bold idea. If he could manipulate the cube at will, why not encase himself within it? The next moment, Jack was soaring skyward. This action, however, caught the attention of the Wolf King. The wolf lunged and bit down hard. Luckily, the cube was solid enough, barely managing to block the surprise attack. Jack quickly created more cubes, uprooting the surrounding trees with them. He then slammed the trees down onto the Wolf King. But the Wolf King was no ordinary foe. It broke free from me in just 2.5 seconds. Seeing that a few trees weren't enough, Jack exerted his power again. This time, he lifted the entire section of ground beneath the wolf. The Wolf King was deeply shocked by this sight, so terrified that it gave up the fight entirely and surrendered on the spot.
もういいや。ちゃんか。
It turned out, the Wolf King had sensed immense magical power from Jack, far beyond that of a normal human. He couldn't help but suspect this infant was the Demon King reincarnated. Although Jack had been a useless shut-in in his previous life, not wanting to be looked down upon, he decided to go along with the wolf's assumption. But then he realized he couldn't speak yet. So, he created a speaker-like device for himself to produce sound. As soon as he spoke, the Wolf King got goosebumps. It was just too strange for a baby to talk. Then again, if it was the Demon King, it made sense. The Wolf King lay down on the ground in submission, ready to accept whatever fate Jack decided. But Jack thought killing it would be a waste. He just told it not to attack him again in the future. Hearing this, the Wolf King was utterly impressed. Such magnanimity was indeed worthy of the Demon King's reincarnation. It immediately decided to form a contract with Jack. Although Jack hadn't originally planned to take a pet, after the Wolf King introduced its full name, Jack casually gave it a nickname. Instantly, a master-servant contract was formed. But then, Jack suddenly collapsed, muttering, "I need milk." It turned out he hadn't eaten a single thing since birth. Fortunately, the Wolf King said it had a solution. The next moment, it transformed into a beautiful girl. She was about to feed Jack, but just as she brought him close, she realized the crucial problem. She'd never been pregnant, so how could she have milk? Just then, they both noticed something unusual. Carrying a warhammer was approaching them. He immediately said he had come to take the infant, claiming Jack was the child of his relative. He even pulled out a bag of breast milk. The wolf girl didn't believe VS story at all. Besides, she wouldn't let Jack go hungry on her watch. Jack, watching from the side, was growing desperate. He was literally starving.